Some of the issues I present in this video may be troubling to think about, but this just has to be done. Just a fair warning before I get into this video. Adult content is completely prohibited on YouTube. If someone were to upload outright nudity or sexual content, it would get clapped almost instantly for violating the terms of service. YouTube's own guidelines state that they may allow nudity when the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic. While there are a crazy amount of inconsistencies, the types of videos allowed are very clear. But one type of video that completely abuses the system are quote-unquote breastfeeding videos, and those quotation marks are very much warranted. There's an entire community of mothers uploading breastfeeding videos on YouTube, with many of them being questionable to downright disgusting. At the top of this community for a while was someone by the name of Sexy Spiritual Tasha Mama, who ultimately got her channel terminated in late 2017 for violating community guidelines. At the time of her account being closed, she racked up over 200 million views and over 500,000 subscribers. Up to take her place in the algorithm was Mama Cabbage. I was informed of Mama Cabbage, aka Natalie, fairly recently. Did a little federal research, only to instantly regret even digging this deep. It's way too late to turn back now. You have to know about this too. So Natalie runs a channel under the name Cabbage Family that has been around since December of 2013. If you were to take an initial look at this channel, you wouldn't be pointed in the direction of anything evil. Just another one of those family vlogging channels. But if you took the time to actually go to the most popular videos, you'll see exactly why this channel is bad. Now I'm not going to show you these thumbnails as I don't want to get demonetized or age restricted. To even call these videos anything close to educational would be a complete lie. Natalie shows everything, no censoring included. She even goes as far as putting that same uncensored stuff on thumbnails. Just imagine someone scrolling on YouTube while eating and randomly coming across a thumbnail to one of her videos. They would get an instant loss of appetite. What's even worse is that Natalie doesn't teach new moms anything about breastfeeding despite her putting that in the channel's about section. I watched a few of these videos myself and they have no educational value for mothers. All she does is just feed her baby without giving any tips to the audience. Normally on other breastfeeding channels, they try to show as little as possible in order not to get the video taken down, and they actually teach their audience stuff. A good example of this will be What's Up Mom's video on breastfeeding in public, which is way better at giving tips to new moms and even includes some comedy. Don't ask me how or why I know this. If Mama Cabbage structured her videos in a similar way, I wouldn't care less about how she entertains her audience. Sure, I would still feel uneasy about the content myself, but as long as the content is educational, I have no issue. While I scratched the surface of this rabbit hole, I started to question how someone who blatantly abused YouTube's guidelines got by so consistently. Just a glitch in the matrix, I guess.
Views and money seem to be good enough reasons to continue scummy behavior, but nowadays, videos on YouTube get hit pretty fast with demonetization and age restriction among other things. And that's exactly what happened to Mama Cabbage's channel. Looking at the type of uploads on her channel recently, I noticed that she has strayed away from uploading her breastfeeding videos, as well as having nudity in her thumbnails. The change in content caused a huge drop in views. A few years ago, she was effortlessly racking up millions of views per video, and doing so by exploiting the innocence of her children, with her most viewed video having over 25 million views. Saying she was doing alright would be an understatement, but the popularity came to a screeching halt when YouTube completely turned off her comments, minimizing the engagement that her videos received, therefore causing YouTube not to promote them as much in the algorithm. Natalie's husband Danny complained about this in a community post, stating that although they were quote doing alright and quote financially in the real world, they really disliked uploading for free. I would somewhat understand their pain if any real work was put into these videos. However, the educational value of these videos is next to nothing, and there's zero editing or production value involved either. Just 30 minutes or so of recording with an outdated iMovie intro slapped on at the beginning. So to complain and cry about monetization is laughable, especially when you claim you are quote doing alright in the real world and upload content with such harsh consequences. If you want to make money and grow an engaging community on YouTube in this day and age, you should completely avoid uploading content that goes against the terms of service.
So what did Mama Cabbage decide to do after all this? Create another channel, which featured an uncensored profile pic, was eventually shadow banned from YouTube after getting over 7 million views in total. Natalie didn't waste any time voicing her opinion in a deleted community post. This is not even the worst of my issues with her. It is very clear that Natalie is exploiting her babies for views and attracting thirsty simps to her other money-making projects like OnlyFans and Fansly. If you were to search up her name online and dig a little deeper, if you picking up what I'm putting down, you will see what I'm referring to. I would advise against it as I'm scarred for life after this. But for the handful of curious people, have at it. To make things worse, her comments on Instagram and Twitter are filled with disgusting, creepy admirers claiming to be fans of her YouTube content. Yes, YouTube content. How in any way is that okay? You showcase your infants to the world, all while knowing that there are perverted people out here, and you still choose to cater to those very same people rather than protecting your children. The love of money is truly evil, and the sheer audacity of of her saying that anyone who finds anything perverted about her content is a product of the sexualized Western culture. It's very ironic coming from someone who uses her children to attract weirdos. After doing some more research, I stumbled upon Natalie's TikTok account and nothing has changed. I'm not sure how she thinks it's okay to post videos of her feeding her infant on a platform that is 1, known to have pedos lurking in the shadows, and 2, has millions of underage users. She's not the only one doing this. Others may post their videos without ill intent, but we know for sure how Natalie operates and exactly what she does it for. With that being said, Mama Cabbage is one of the worst moms I've seen on YouTube. It's crazy how channels of this nature slip through the cracks in the algorithm, and when YouTube finally steps in, they cry as if they're being targeted or attacked. I want to give a brief shout out to Internet Anarchist for collabing with me on this video, and my boy Ramades for giving me some information. Make sure you go check out their channels. I'm gonna put it in the description. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.